Hey, it's Ron, comes in handy. Tradesman Services and Solutions. Let me tell you guys about this experience I had, and let me know if I'm in the wrong. I like to improve myself, but I don't think I'm in the wrong right here. So check this out. I'm gonna give the story. So, had a client. She wanted her house painted, right? I contacted my a person I knew from high school, and I knew he was a painter, right? So I said, hey, I have a client, she wants her house painted on this day. He said, okay, no problem. So he lives about probably an hour away from the house. From the property, right? I live right around the corner, so it was like beneficial for me. Like, I could literally walk over there, but you know, I gotta bring my paint rig and all that stuff. So anyways, we determined that it's probably gonna take us 3 days to paint, right? So he says, oh yeah, well, can I stay at your house since it's right around the corner? I said, yeah, sure, you can stay at my house, right? All right, cool. Yeah, you have all the stuff? I'm like, yeah, I have all the stuff. So I think Friday comes around, Thursday or Friday comes around. I forget. I think it was a Thursday. Thursday we're supposed to start. He's like, I'll meet you there at 4 p.m., right? So 5 p.m. comes around. I hear nothing. He's like, yeah, man, I'll be leaving my house soon. Now, mind you, it's 5 p.m. traffic time, right? He calls me again, maybe 30 minutes later, an hour later. He's like, hey, man, yeah, man, hey, do you know how to work on wash machines? Like, I can't get this washer to work. I was like, nah, man, I don't know how to work on wash machines. I'm not an appliance guy. Not yet, you know, not at this moment. I'm like, but have you left already? He's like, no, man, I gotta fix this wash machine, man. You know, I gotta fix things around the house for in order to stay where I'm at. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be here like 2 hours ago. He's like, yeah, as soon as I fix this, I'll be on the way. He ends up not coming Thursday, right? So I end up painting, like, putting the first coat on the kitchen, and I leave. And I call him back. I'm like, yo, man, like, we missed 1 day of work. Like, I need you to be here when you say you're gonna be here. Yeah, my bad, bro. But yeah, man, you gotta understand. I was like, I understand, but do you understand? You made a commitment that you're gonna be, gonna be here this day. Oh, mind you, the price. So the price, right? We agreed to cut it, do it, down the middle, half, right? We split the money in half. So then, I said, yeah, be there tomorrow, right? He's all right. I'll be there at any time. Okay, cool. I guess he caught an Uber from where he was at to my place, right? And on top of that, he wanted a deposit first. Like, he's like, yeah, can you give me like $100 up front? I'm like, man, that's sure. All right. So then he meets me at the property like at 9 a.m. like he said he was. Actually, it was supposed to be at 8 a.m., but he met me at like at 9. We get to work, right? We do the work, and so it's like, yeah, we gotta make sure we have everything. I was like, yeah, I think we do. I didn't notice that one of the bathrooms had a wallpaper, right? And I knew, I was like, oh, I've been here before. I have a video on my page. If I remember, I'll put it up right here. The methods that they told us to do to get rid of wallpaper didn't work. But what happened, what really worked was like the steam machine. Steam machine worked like a charm. So I went to go buy a steam machine. He's like, yeah, man, you're wasting time. I was like, dude, I don't want to spend time trying to like soak it with hot water or whatever, or with a heat gun and try to scrape it off. Like, the steam machine, I hear works. And you know what? It did. It took that steam machine off. That steam machine took that wallpaper off flawlessly. I got it from Home Depot. It was like the Wagner steam machine, right? So anyways, first day, we worked together, Saturday, done. He spends the night at my house, right? So that was Thursday I did it by myself. Friday we did it together. Saturday comes around and we basically finish up, right? So then I'm dropping him off at the BART so he could take the BART back home. And so then I tell him, I thought about it, hey man, I was like, you know what? Thinking about it, looking back, I don't think us splitting it like half doesn't add up. So what do you mean, man? I was like, well, you missed one whole day. Like, you're supposed to be here on Thursday, you didn't show up Thursday. I worked Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, you worked, which I did also. On top of that, we're using my paint guns. I have 2 paint guns. I have a Graco Project Paint Plus Magnum, and I have a Graco, I think X7, right? We're using my stuff. You didn't bring nothing. Only thing you brought was like your PPE, your mask, your hoodie, your gloves, maybe some towels, or maybe a paintbrush. But we're using my ladders. You're staying at my place. You miss one day, and it's my client. He's like, yeah, but you know, I go off of productivity, like how much work got done. I said, even if you want to go off of that, you still miss one whole day. So how can you say you compare to the work I did? He's like, oh, I got this part right here. I was like, dude, you got this part right here, but you still miss. It's not like the day that you didn't come and I worked, I didn't do nothing. I finished the whole kitchen by myself. And then the 2 days that we worked together, we did equal, productivity. So we came back and forth, and he kind of got upset, and he was like, yeah, man, I think we should have worked more. Like, I think it's disrespectful that you're calling me out, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I ended up giving him half, right? I ended up giving his half. But it's like, when I thought about it, I was like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's my client. It's my tools. You didn't bring nothing. My two spray guns, my ladders, my everything, right? It's my stuff. It was my material, like the sheet, the cloth to wrap it up and everything. I had like leftover. My client, you said at my house, I gave you housing. You didn't have to drive back to your house or get a hotel. So it's like, and you miss the final nail in the coffin is that you miss one whole day. So tell me, am I tripping? Now, I will say, he is a good painter, and that's what he does for like a living. And, I called him because I know he has more experience than me. But does that add up to y'all? Does that make sense that he gets half when all the names I listed, all the things that were listed? I don't think so. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm missing anything, and if you have any questions, like, is there something missing? I'm not telling my side of the story. I'm telling the story, So let me know in the comments.